Welcome to Trainz! Hello there friends, and welcome to Trainz Reviews. My name is Kevin, and today we're going to be taking a look at this cool Bachmann Christmas trolley. Now it is the Bachmann 25017 On30 Christmas Village streetcar set. And this particular example is Trainz SKU 5934329. And price at time of filming is $278.18. Now, we graded this particular example TCA standard C8, like new, and it's pretty darn cool. The boxes, you can probably tell, is a little sun-faded, a little weathered, but the trolley itself and the track, well, they're working just fine. Now, this does use special track. It is not your standard Bachmann easy track. I have an example piece that I did not include. You can see that underneath, each one of these pieces has some extra wiring going on. And in two sections, this final track piece here, which specifically states place it at the end facing the bumper, and the piece of track that goes into the car barn, they have a split, an electrical discontinuity, which, if I understand correctly, as the trolley goes over that, it triggers the polarity to shift. Oh, man, that sounds kind of like Star Trek, doesn't it? Shift the polarity. Since it's DC direct current, when you switch the polarity, it changes the direction of the trolley. Now that does mean you don't have to use this particular trolley if you're using this track. You know, if you wanted to set up something that just goes back and forth, you could probably use just about any DC powered locomotive, an RDC, you know, all sorts of things. Now the shed is your control point. There is a knob on the back of the shed that you can adjust, and that helps slow down the speed of the trolley. Dwell time, about 5 to 7 seconds on either end of the line. You can, of course, shut it off all the way, or you can adjust the speed to go faster and faster and faster and faster until, well, it is a trolley after all. It's not going to go blazing along. There's no risk of it derailing at this speed. But man, what a neat addition for your Christmas village, huh? Now, the trolley that it comes with does say Seasons Greetings on the side. The windows are frosted with snow. They have wreaths with candles, you know, along the tops. On the front and the rear, it does say Merry Christmas with some sprigs of holly leaves. So it's got a nice decorative holiday touch to it, but there's nothing saying that it has to be a Christmas layout. The only thing that I think would be cooler, and Lionel does this really good with their bump and go trolley, is it would be really neat if the trolley pole switched directions, you know, as it goes back and forth. It'd be really cool if it could have done that, but I'm sure that would have added additional complexity and additional price to the setup. And there were examples, few and far between, of trolleys and streetcars operating with the trolley pole in the reverse position. Certainly wasn't common, but if you want to stretch a point, you could probably stretch a point and make it work. So if you're interested in getting the family involved with Trainz, adding life like this to your Christmas layout, You know, have a nice Christmas village, because we sell Department 56 and Lemax and all of those sets. You know, you can put together a really nice Christmas village and have your trolley going back and forth. Just imagine it, you know, you have this curved track here. You could put maybe that ice skating rink right here. You know, have some carolers over here. You could even put some like trees over here to kind of obscure the end of the line. You have yourself quite the setup. So for those curious, this is On30, which means it's scaled about 1:48, like O scale. 2-rail O scale is, but it runs on HO scale track. So technically On30 track does exist. The tie spacing is different and the size of the ties is different as well. But for me, I just use the HO scale track that I've got. Just remember that if you want to expand this, you do have to use the special auto reversing track. Otherwise, no dice. So until next week, keep your rails clean.
Trainz.com. Making dreams come true. One train at a time.